Hey y'all, hey good people. I hope this Tuesday has been amazing for you guys. I'm only gonna be on here for a little bit. Just coming to talk about wrapping up, um, talking about the print and design, um, or running a print and design company as a side hustle. I'm wrapping that up this week. Tomorrow will be my last day talking about it. But I just wanted to come on tonight and talk about how to make it work for you. So last night I covered print on demand or drop shipping, and then tonight I'm gonna just shed a little light of how to make this work for you as a side hustle. So if you're somebody who wants to maybe have their own merch on the side and you're like, I already have a business, or I already have a job, but I desire to create, design, and print my own apparel or for other people. Um, this live is definitely for you. So if you watch the playback, make sure you take some notes because I'm gonna drop a few nuggets that will be noteworthy um in this particular live. So first things first, because you probably already have another business, or you probably have a job or something else that you already do. Time management is going to be number one. So it's so important to have an effective time management strategy when running a print and design company as a side hustle. One thing that I learned to do, and I learned this through mentorship, through my mentor I had at the time back in 2020, is that writing down every single thing that you have to do for that day. And also another thing that I do is I keep track of all my customer files in one place, and that way I can access them really quick. But and then you're probably thinking like, how did that got to do with time management? Once I receive a customer, once the first time I speak to somebody concerning a design or them wanting something printed, I create a folder for them. I create a folder for them, and I start to pile all the whatever we talk about into that folder, whether it be via email, whether it be on my computer. I create a folder. That way, there everything that we talk about is in that folder. So if I need to reference something, I can go back and reference it. That helps you in the long run. As far as time management goes, you're not scrambling looking for things. You're not trying to remember what you last talked about with the person. Um, Prioritize your task. So maybe having a day just to do designs, maybe just having a day. And this is just assuming that um you want to purchase your own equipment. Yesterday we talked about not having to purchase your own equipment, but still having to do some design work in the print on demand world. So if you wanted to just do print on demand, you will still have to set aside time for you to design, and that's very important. Another um, thing would be just make sure you have a specific time just for physically working. So um, a lot of times before, when I was full time in my print and design company, I did set aside days, but every day, if I got an order on a Monday, I did an order on a Monday. But if you have a job, or you already have a side hustle, or you already have a business, it's important that you set aside time. Like now that I am back working, um, the weekends are my time, or I set aside one day throughout the week where I can go and I can print. But that is what's convenient for my schedule. So you have to do what's convenient for your schedule and what makes sense. And then also communication with your customers and letting them know, like, hey, the turnaround is not going to be within 24 hours. It might be, a couple days or a few days or whatever, because these are my working days. Um, and it's important that setting these days up like this can help prevent burnout. Um, because you already have something going on. So making sure that you structure your time so you can have breaks, so you can You cannot feel like you're doing too much. It's so important. So, um, yeah, make sure you structure that time. And then streamline processes. This is something that I talk about a lot. Making sure you have streamlined processes. That means that it's just seamless. It just goes from one thing to the next and it's easy. And that helps you be super efficient and extremely productive in the print and design in your business. Um, One thing I love is being able to have a platform where I could just set everything up on and then it just flows. Another thing I love, if you follow me on Facebook, um, I don't think I've talked about this on Instagram. I know I haven't talked about it on YouTube, but scheduling my posts. I love scheduling my posts. It's easy. Like setting aside that time to be just to be intentional so you can make sure you're very successful in your side hustle. Like you want to make sure like this side hustle, this thing on the side that you're doing is still, even though it's not getting 100% of your time, the time that it is getting, you're maximizing that time. It's so important, especially in this business, because attention to details, everything, making sure that you pay attention to what you're doing, like the designs that you're doing, the customer that you're working with, making sure you understand what they like and dislike and different things. Just paying attention to those fine details is important in this industry, in this business. I've made many mistakes not paying attention to detail, and it can cost you a lot. So setting your stuff up like this can help you. Not to say mistakes won't happen, but they may be few far and in between. Um, Hold on, yeah, I'm sorry, somebody calling me. I'm about to tell her I'm on live. She can jump on. Let's see. So if you were on live yesterday or you went back and watched the playback, I talked about my friend who was able to do the print on demand. She does not own a print and design company. This is her first stab at it as far as her designing or printing anything, but she was able to do that and it was very seamless for her. It was very like she made money, it was quick and it was easy. And tomorrow that's what I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about how to make this profitable, this side hustle profitable, because you're not going like with a side hustle, you got to remember like it's not going, you don't have to put all your time into it. So you have to set it up like with this type of side hustle, you have to do a lot of work in the front. Of course, you'll have to do work on the back end once you receive an order, but it's all going to depend on how your business is structured, how your side hustle is structured. So if you have a print on demand type of model, then it will run pretty smooth in terms of even on the front end and the back end. The back end, you won't have any work. It'll just be all front end. If you decide to purchase equipment and you're like, I still want to print my own stuff. I want to print the stuff for my customers. That's fine too. You have to make sure, like I mentioned in the beginning, time management, have systems set up and structure set up so it runs very smooth. I have a platform that I use. It's similar to Monday.com. It's called Trello, and it is easy to navigate. And I put all my customer files in there, put all my customer stuff from the time that we talk, from the time that I take their order, from the time that I speak to them, put all their information there, and it's easy to navigate. And that's what you have to make sure you do when you, especially when you set it up as a side hustle. You want to do that regardless, whether it's a side hustle or full time. But having that structure is so important, and making sure you prioritize your time so you don't get burned out. Super important. Um, and then also along with this too, just make sure that you're making the most. I'm gonna touch on this tomorrow, but make sure you're making the most of this side hustle, meaning you're not just doing a lot of busy work. So you're not just um selling yourself short. because like I said, there is money to be made in this industry, and especially depending on who your target audience is, if you have a specialty or not. And these are things that I go over, and I don't mean specialty, a niche, because there is a way to niche you down in this market. You don't have to say I'm doing custom for everybody. You can, but that might exhaust you. And with this being a side hustle, you don't want to open yourself up. You don't want to have it too broad. You want to narrow it down so you have your target audience, so you have your people that you target. If you're somebody like, hey, I only want to do birthday shirts, that's perfect. Somebody got a birthday every day of the year, and then you can set up your marketing like that, and then you know who you're marketing to. If you only want to do stuff for pet owners, that's a very lucrative market. People love their pets. People want to dress their pets like them. They want to get custom merch for their pets. That's a very lucrative market to have a side hustle in, because then you know exactly who your market is. You know exactly what to do, how to get them, how to hook them in, how to keep them. Well, eventually you will, but um these are things that I talk about in my course. So I have a course out, and it's, like I said, $0. You can click the link in my bio. If you are on Instagram, I have a link in my bio. And if you are on um YouTube, I'm about to put that link in here now. But Facebook and Instagram, go to my bio and click my stand store slash Sherelle B, and you can grab my course right now that I talk about the different printing methods. I talk about the different type of niches that you can enter into when you enter into print and design, the print design industry, because having it as a side hustle is only beneficial if you make it work for you. So going into it and saying, so you know this is not going to be your 9 to 5. You know this is not going to be your Monday through Friday. You know for a fact that you're only going to be able to do this on certain days. You're only going to be able to put about, let's say, 40% into this. So knowing that coming into it is very important, that you start off on the right foot. Know exactly who you want to market to. Coming in thinking that everybody is your customer is not the right mindset to have. Coming into it saying, I want to market to high school graduates, or not high school graduates, because they ain't got no, their parents paying for everything, but I want to only print graduation apparel. Perfect. That puts you in a category, that puts you in a window, or not, that puts you in a window between, let's say, April and June. So you know between April and June you're going to be busy, and then the rest of those months you can spend your time preparing. If you say, I want to create merch for sports teams, depends on what type of sports teams. Let's say you want to do football, so you know, depending on if you choose Pee Wee football, if you choose high school or middle school football. So if you choose Pee Wee football, it's in the summertime. So you know between May and August, you're going to be busy. So you can structure, you can come into it already knowing, having a plan, building out your time management strategy, building out your marketing strategy, and then building your processes around that. So it's important that you know these things coming into it. Like I said, I think honestly, like my business coach told me this, and I'm starting to believe it. I used to kind of believe this, but I really, really believe it now, that it, every anybody who has a business should definitely have some type of merch. But business owners who are, especially people who are already business owners, can master this, can have this on the side, can have a print design company on the side, whether it's printing for other people in their particular niche. Say for instance, if you're a business coach, or if you are a travel agent, you can have something on the side and be like, I'm gonna offer my customers their, because everybody want a shirt when they go out of town. I'm gonna offer my customers a package for when they go out of town, with a shirt, a bag, a bottle, something, you know. And or if you have a coaching business, you want to have your name on everything. You like pens, have your name on pens. If you like lanyards, have your name on your lanyards. You like um bags, have your name on some bags. You got a journal, have your brand on the journal. But it's a way to do those things to market to your customer. And because you are already a business owner, you already have a target audience, this is perfect for you. This is beyond perfect for you because it's nothing for you to do it because you've already been doing it. And then you have customers already. So it's easy for you to do. Like, I don't know. But tomorrow, I'm coming back and I'm going to wrap up the talk about side hustles. And well, this being a side hustle, I'm going to wrap that up tomorrow. And we're going to move forward from there. And then Thursday, I'm going to come back. Oh, actually, Thursday, I take that back. I don't think I'm going to be on Thursday, but I'll be back on Friday. So I appreciate everybody who tuned in tonight, who um liked, shared, whatever, commented. I appreciate it. YouTube, I'm putting my link in there now. But like I said, I'll be back tomorrow to wrap this up, and then I'll be back again on Friday. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. If you want more information about how to start a print and design company, where you should start a print and design company, click the link in my bio. It's the Stand Store link. Click that link and go where it says courses and click on that first course. And that is my starter course, and it's a free course. If you're like, that course is great, but I need some more direction, scroll all the way to the bottom of my Stand Store link. And I want you to click on Stay Connected and enter in your information, your name, your email, your phone number, and it'll send it to me. And I have a free virtual workshop coming up next month that I will personally invite you to. And you can sign up once I send the email out. I'm thinking of just about making it email list only. So if you're not on my email list, you won't get an invite. So make sure you sign up through my email list so I can send you an invite via email. I want to make sure you're there. If you would like more information in that workshop, I'm going to go over my course and I'm going to go a little bit in depth. So it'll be about a 30 to 40-minute time that we'll spend together. And you'll get all the information, hopefully the information that you need to at least get started. So again, my name is Sherelle Barrow. I will see y'all tomorrow.